Well, kind of on this front of kind of talking about these first couple of games, it's kind of been interesting to assess who the best players on this team are. And I think we should try to establish, maybe just at this point, who we think the best players are on this team, 1 through 5. Not positionally, but, overall value to the team and effect.
Okay.
I think we could probably agree. That De'Aaron Fox.
Chimezi Metu. Oh.
Mezzi Mamba. Boy, I can't wait to talk about Mezzi Mamba. But
yes. Stay on topic. Yeah, Fox.
I know. I'll just
Fox
break
is
into
definitely.
it and talk. I'll talk about Mezzi for 40 minutes.
Yeah, just take it the rest of the right time.
It's almost like a tragedy in a play. But it's also got some beautiful moments in it.
Right. Yeah. He's gonna have a redemption arc this season.
I can't wait. But
yeah,
for now,
continue.
For now, he's not in the top 5. And very clearly, De'Aaron Fox is the best player on this team right now.
Easily.
And I just don't think there's any question about it. Just what he's doing on both ends of the floor. Over 30 points a game on average in 3 games. And getting involved on the boards, getting assists. I think he moved into like top 3 all-time Kings assist leaders.
Top 3 past Spud Webb.
Yeah, behind Mike Bibby and Mitch Richmond.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty
cool. De'Aaron Fox. Hey, man.
Yeah. He's now I think about it, he passed a couple days ago. He passed Weber for the most games scoring most consecutive games scoring at least 20 points. He was doing that at the end of last year, and then he got hurt. So I kind of forgot about that. But now I think about it, he did that. He tied it opening night and then passed it on the Clippers or against the Clippers. So
he just gets where he wants to go. He's scoring on all 3 levels right now. I mean, I think he went 0 from the 3-point line against the Warriors. Maybe hit 1 against the Warriors.
Yeah, maybe 1 for 5 or something.
But still shooting pretty well from the 3-point line. Surprisingly, in those first 2 games, I think he hit all but 1 or 2, maybe 3 of his catch and shoot attempts. Just really good. Even he's going, sometimes he'll just put it on the floor a little bit, and he gets a good look. I mean, he looks really comfortable. And he mentioned something about it being kind of a mental thing on that Draymond Green podcast. And whatever it is, he's comfortable, and he was talking about it after the game. Like, it's like being asked, you're playing so well, but like you're losing these games, like that can be like tough and whatnot. And he just said it doesn't matter if we're not winning at this point, at least. And, I think he's in a good space. I think guys still feel bought into it. And the fact that it kind of comes down to whether or not he's bought into it. I mean, like, the only reason I feel like, not the only reason. We'll get into some of these other guys. But the main reason, this team has a chance to be good is because De'Aaron Fox is a super special player. And he's just, if he can just do it from start to finish, we said he's going to show how great he is. And he's getting off to a great start, which is, it's 3 games, but it's exactly what we wanted.
Exactly what we wanted. And that was a concern about Fox in the last couple of years, is that he had some slow starts. And especially last year, he had a very slow start next to Halliburton. And, it took him the end of the season to score 29 points a game to even boost his, points per game numbers up to 22. So it's just very nice seeing him start off strong like he needed to. And he really put in the effort over the summer, and it's 100% showing, and his efforts paying off for sure. And it's perfect to see. It is kind of a bummer. We're 0-3, but Fox is definitely the brightest spot right now for this team. And that's exactly why he deserves the number one spot. I mean, there's no one really that close to him on who's the best player on this team. And you were hoping
Mhm.
Sabonis would give a run for his money, but maybe he will. I think he will down the line, but he's you know, he's struggling. But Fox, he's the
Well,
man.
I think because on the second one, on number two, I think it's probably between two guys right now. Maybe two, three guys, honestly.
Yeah, two
Um,
Ks.
yeah. Um, and but still, like I think of the three guys that I think are kind of in the running for the second best player, although he hasn't played super great, and I probably wouldn't make the case that he's the second best player on this team right now. Like right now, 3 games into the season. Um, but you almost think, like I feel like we said this at the beginning of the year or before it started, is that if this Kings team is going to be winning games and being really good, like Sabonis needs to like be like their best player. He needs to be playing like it because he was playing like it last season, despite Fox basically doing what he's doing now at the end of last year. Just what Sabonis was doing for everybody else made him so important, and he kind of looked better in the Clippers game at times, and then at times in the Warriors game. But just like overall, it just hasn't been the same punch. And there's different reasons for it. And again, I think it comes down to maybe trying to find the right lineups to have around him. I mean, man, Akpala started 3 games, dude. It's just like I I think a lot of people were seeing it. It's just like, yeah, Akpala does some good things and he has some good defensive moments, but it's just like when the game starts going back and forth and it's in the full court all the time, he just doesn't have the greatest awareness. He doesn't have the greatest spacing awareness on offense, and sometimes he'll just get kind of he's not he's good on defense, but I just feel like the effect is overall not as great. And there was a reason Keegan Murray, who I'm sure we're just about to talk about, started the second half against the Warriors and is probably going to start against the Memphis Grizzlies. No, nothing's certain. I wouldn't put it past Brown to start Okpala for another game. but
Yeah.